Good to be with you at the start of another working week and to look at some of the things that Paul shared with Timothy as he was mentoring him. It's a great opportunity for us to grow in God as well, isn't it? And I love the whole way in which this is set in a context of encouragement, as Paul refers to Timothy as man of God. And God wants to encourage us too, and I want to encourage you too. And today we're looking there in 1 Timothy 6:11 at that word patience. Pursue patience. This is where I just don't want to point the finger, because I know how many are going to point back at me. Patience, I would say, is one thing where I have to make a determined effort to pursue it. And I guess I'm not alone. We live in such an instant era, don't we? We expect everything to come to us immediately. But I've noticed something with God. There are lots of times when he deliberately keeps us waiting. And, whilst we're being mentored, we also need to realize that God's mentoring us too. And so he's very often delaying some of the things that we'd like to have instantly so that we can develop this patience. James writes, let patience have a perfect work. And wow, someone who's let patience work in them is definitely a transformed person. And it shines out in an environment where everything is just so instant. And it's a grace, isn't it, that makes such a difference if you're in an environment with people where there's tension and anxiety, to be the one in the midst that's exemplifying the patience of the Lord. You can really understand why God says to those that are in leadership and in ministry, this is something that you need to have. Because it's not just that we need to have it in order to cope with the pressures that come upon us, but we need to have it in order to be a transformative example to people around us, because they need that kind of patience too. So what we need to be is carriers of God's patience, carrying it into the situations where we are, and just to bring it in like a transformative presence. Now, I know that I'm talking very idealistically, because I know very often when I come into a situation, there's a certain anxiety. I want to get it all done. So here's a great opportunity for us this week. I'm saying to you, I want to grow in patience this week, and I'm sure you want to grow in patience too, particularly when you look at it in the light of the way that we've been talking about it. So as the week goes through and some of the challenges come and maybe things don't happen as quickly as we would like or expect, then let's just say maybe this is a great opportunity to pursue the very thing that God says can have a perfect work on the inside of us through that incredible verse in James's letter. So this is where I'm going to sign off and say, have a great week working these things through. If you want to stay up to date, just press the subscribe button. But it's just great to see you, and let's continue to know the Lord's blessing as we go through the next 7 days.